Good day! This is Teacher Rowan. I'll be your guide in exploring Google Apps for education, for teaching and learning. In Google for Education, teachers can connect and collaborate easily while staying on task. It gives teachers the freedom to spend more time personalizing the learning experience and less time managing it. Students can learn essential skills such as 21st century problem solving, which they can use it in their future careers. As such, the accessibility features will also help and assist every learner to do their best work. Google offers different useful applications that we can use to connect education to technology. This will help our teachers as a 21st century educators to innovate and find ways on how to make teaching and learning more exciting, engaging, effective, and flexible to the demands of the society. Let's re-explore the education experience by discovering new angles to create, collaborate, and communicate as one. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Ang pagkatuto, huwag gawing komplikado. Sulong edukalidad.
Magandang araw, Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng DepEd Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del B. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Kamusta po kayong lahat? Ayan. Maraming salamat po. Andito po ulit kayo para samahan po ako ngayon sa session na ito. Okay? So, maraming salamat po. Good morning po sa lahat po ng mga magulang, sa lahat ng mga teachers at mga estudyante na kasama natin ngayong araw na to. Yan. Together with Tutor Sheila, ako po si Tutor Rose for Business Ethics. Okay? So, simulan na po natin. Okay. So for this day, so we are on week 5. Week 5, the influence of belief systems in business practices. Ayan. So last week nasimula na po yung pag-discuss ng iba't ibang belief system. Ngayon titingnan naman natin paano naman natin sila ma-apply sa business. Okay? So siguro kayo personal, meron kayong mga sariling paniniwala or belief. For example, sa inyo, honesty is the best policy. Siyempre sa lahat ng gagawin nyo, di ba, you'll make sure that you'll be honest at all times. So parang ganito rin yung application ng mga religious and spiritual beliefs na to sa business. Okay? Ayan. Alright. So for this day, no, at the end of our tutorial, you are expected to explain how the belief systems influence business practices. Okay ba? Ayan. So, ang dami-dami po nating spiritual and religious beliefs. So, marami po siguro sa inyo makakarelate dito. Okay, maganda po talaga silang sundin, Okay, unahin na natin yung Judaism. Okay? So, Judaism, they rely on the Torah for its written law and the Talmud, the source of Jewish oral law. No, and elaborates and expands the Torah law. Magaganda rin yung mga lessons na makukuha natin sa Judaism. For example, no? sa kanila, alam nyo, ang unang-una talaga, honesty in the marketplace. Sabi nga nila, merong pagka daw, tatanungin ka daw sa langit, ito yung tatanungin daw sa inyo, were you honest in your business dealing? So, ganun ka-importante yung honesty sa Judaism when they are making their business transactions. Ano mga examples nun? Dapat bawal ang deception. For example, bawal ang misleading advertising, no? O kaya deceptive labeling, bawal sa kanila yon. Yung mga weighing scale, dapat totoo talaga yan, ano? So, honesty in the marketplace. Aside from that, from from Judaism, so yung importance of keeping clear records and behaving in a way that does not cause the public to suspect one's veracity. So yung record keeping, 'di ba? Importante sa business 'yon, 'di ba? Then sa Judaism, it is nothing wrong with, well, as long as it obtained honestly and used to help the poor, 'di ba? Yan, ano pa ba? Tingnan pa natin ha. Fair pricing. So, bawal ang overcharging. So, sa kanila pa lang, that employers are required to pay employees on time. So, very good. Sana talaga ina-apply lahat ng mga ating employers to. Then, aside from that, an organization should try to achieve its goals. For example, syempre, yung profit, halimbawa, but must also care for others, di ba? Kaya talagang napaka-angkop niya sa ating business ethics and social responsibility. And aside from doon, responsibility for the environment. So yan yung mga makukuha natin sa Judaism, di ba? Ang gaganda rin ng ng lessons nila na pwede talaga nating apply sa ating business. Okay? Okay lang ba kayo dyan? So if ever may mga questions kayo or additional or concerns, yan, i-type nyo lang po ha. Ayan. Okay, so let's go back. So after Judaism, ayan. So, syempre, ang biggest religion in the world, which is Christianity. So, these are the crucial principles naman. I think marami sa atin makaka-relate dito. So, we have the golden rule. So, therefore, all things whatsoever would not men should do to you, you even so to them, for this the law of the prophet. Sabi nga, from the golden rule. Sa naman, syempre dito sa Christian, naka-base naman ang ating mga beliefs at mga paniniwala syempre sa ating Bible, 'di ba? Okay, so let's move on. Ayan, medyo seryoso tayo ngayon, kasi business ethics. Okay, so sa Christianity lang, merong the theory of the real economy. Ano yun? So there is narrower point of view from the Christianity faith towards the relationship between ethics and religious traditions. So kung i-compare natin sa ibang religious beliefs or kaya mga ibang beliefs po, ang Christianity not necessarily naman daw related agad sa religion. Okay, yung mga practices natin. So, mako-compare nyo yan po mamaya, yung kanina natin, Judaism, talagang they really practice, kung ano rin yung nasa religion nila. But in Christianity, hindi naman po. Hindi naman all the time. Okay? So, let's start. So, ano rin po, katulad ng Judaism, very important for Christianity, yung environmental stewardship. Siyempre, kailangan kahit na kumita tayo, alam niyo yan, di ba? Pero poprotektahan pa rin natin yung environment, Tapos, ang maganda, alam niyo sa Christianity, si Jesus Christ kasi yung nagsimula ng servant leadership. Alam niyo yun, yung interest muna ng members, ang nangunguna kaysa doon sa interest ng leader. Alam niyo, andyan yung leader para mag-serve sa kanyang members. So, napakagandang halimbawa talaga ni Jesus Christ. Talagang siya yung unang servant leader. Okay? This aside from doon, syempre, Christianity also teaches us to be trustful or trustworthy in every business transactions. Aside from that, of course, we have justice, diligence, generosity, madami pa rin, di ba? Ayan. So, madami pa rin tayo matututunan sa, sa Christianity. Okay? Tingnan lang natin. Okay. So now, we have naman the beliefs from Islam. So, kung ang Ang Judaism from Torah and Talmud, Christianity syempre sa Bible, syempre ang ating namang Islam, ethics from the Quran. Okay? So, for Islam, both business and ethics are interrelated. So makikita nyo na yung comparison. So there is a reference to this point in Quran. For you in the messenger of Allah is a fine example to follow. So talagang nakabase sila kung ano yung nakasulat sa Quran. Ano naman yung mga pwede nating business practices na makukuha from Islam. Okay? Ayan. So syempre sa kanila, ganda contracts should be fair to all parties. Okay? So partnership is preferred over hierarchical claims. Ibig sabihin, kasi mas importante rin sa kanila yung relationship, mas talagang may may kumbaga may weight when they are dealing with contracts. Again, contracts should be fair to all parties. Alam niyo naman sa business, lagi tayo, di bang, nag-enter sa contract, between our suppliers, between our customers, and other stakeholders. So, very apt itong belief na to from Islam. Aside from that, speculation is prohibited. Actually, gambling in its sense, no? So, ayan, prohibited yon. Tapos, interest is prohibited. Though sa business natin ngayon, syempre, this is also business, di ba? Yung interest. But, ang sinasabi natin, dapat hindi excessive interest. Kasi talaga namang hindi pwede yon, di ba? So, ano pa yung pwede nating matutunan sa Islam? Natin. Ayan, kamusta po kayo? Ayan. Uy, ito yung na-touch ako, no? For Islam, compassion is required when a business is in trouble. Alam niyo talagang napaka-applicable niya ngayon, no? Kumbaga, you do not kick down man. Parang ganun ang sinasabi ng Islam. Mas nasa doon, pinakamababang bawa. Ngayon, di ba? Masyadong maraming business ang nagsara ngayon. So, compassion, sabi yan from Islam. Tapos, names are very important. So, magiging tayo doon, conscious tayo doon. Actually, pag pumunta tayo sa culture, sa mga next topic, madi-discuss natin ulit. So, names are very important in doing deals. Tapos, from Islam too, our relationships and family connections are vital in business, no? So, ayan ang makukuha naman nating learnings from Islam. Okay? Yan. Okay pa ba kayo? Nakakatatlo na tayo na religious beliefs, no? So, let's proceed. Okay. So now naman, ito, Hinduism, no? Hinduism. So syempre, malaking population na nagpa-practice ng Hinduism, di ba? Ang mga Indians, ganyan. So these are the ethical principles of Hinduism. Babasahin ko na lang, ha? Ayan, kasi baka magkamali ako. Yan. For them, there's ahimsa, or non-violence. They believe in non-violence, no? Tapos, detachment, no? Abandonment of the fruit of actions. That's very important rin for Hinduism, yung truthfulness. So, ibig sabihin, pag nag-business dealings tayo, honesty and truthfulness are really important. No, napag-iisip niyo na ba na pagko-connect niyo na yung mga yung mga similarities, no, sa mga different religious beliefs na to, 'di ba? Ayan, may mga similarities din sila. Aside from that, ayan, sabi ng Hinduism, do not steal, or wala, dapat hindi nag-steal, no? There is a self-control, okay? Discipline is very important. Yan. Thus, we should use appropriate words and thoughts at all times and motivation to achieve the goal. So, ang dami rin nating makukuha sa Hinduism, Ayan. What else? Tingnan pa natin. Kukulang yung 30 minutes para ma-discuss po lahat ng mga learnings from these different religious beliefs. So, aside from that, so they have what they call yamas, or restraints or abstentions. For example, ito nga yung non-violence, no? Truthfulness, not to steal again, and non-possession. No? Siguro too much material things. Yan, okay lang ba kayo? Yan. They also believe in niyamas. Niyamas, observance of rules. Okay? For example, purity, the satisfaction, austerity, self-discipline, yan, self-knowledge, and surrendering to God. So ito pa yung mga iba pang beliefs, no, from Hinduism. What else? Ako, ito, maganda itong mga to. Okay? So, meron po sila integrity. Integrity. So, to conduct business fairly with honesty and transparency such that everything done stands the test of public scrutiny. Parang may ano, no, kahawig talaga rin siya sa Judaism, sa record, halimbawa, no, dapat transparent. Okay? What else? Sa Hinduism, merong understanding. Oy, may relation naman din sa Islam, no? Being compassionate. So, understanding to be caring, show respect, compassion, and humanity for colleagues, customers around the world. So, ayan po, ano, understanding. Next, meron pa po, excellence. Ayan. Constantly strive to achieve the highest possible standards in their day-to-day work. Yan. And in the quality of goods and services they provide. O, ang dami natin makukuha sa Hinduism, ano? Ayan. Okay. What else? There's also unity. Lalo na tayo, of course, we're in a business organization. We work together with other people from top, diba? From top different levels of management, our employees, customers, suppliers. So we should work cohesively with them. Okay? Yan. So we should build strong relationships based on tolerance, understanding, and mutual cooperation ulit. Okay ba? Dami sa Hinduism, ano? Okay. Yan. Responsibility, no? To continue to be responsible, sensitive to the countries, communities, and environment in which they work. Always ensuring that what comes from the people goes back to the people many times over. Di ba sila po yung talagang naniniwala sa karma? Ayan. So, ayan po yung sa Hinduism. No? Ayan. Kamusta naman kayo? Ano yung next na na slide ko? Sige nga. Okay? O, let's proceed. Nakakailan na tayo. Okay. So, let's have naman Buddhism, no? So, Buddhist business practices and maxims can be beneficial to decision-making. So, unang-una na, no, for decision-making process in the workplace. So, pwede natin gamitin itong mga beliefs na to as guide when we make our decisions, di ba? Okay, ano-ano pa ba yun? Actually po, marami, no? I just included here, tutor Sheila just included here, talaga yung additional actually, no? Na mga beliefs na pwede natin ma-apply sa business. Okay, ang nagustuhan ko dito sa Buddhism, sabi niya, no single person can do all jobs. No? Parang ngayon ata, hindi ata nangyayari yun. Kasi ngayon, ang uso ay multitasking, di ba? But here, business managers must discern the skills and abilities of each worker and assign that worker to a job the worker can handle. When we go to business, lalo sa human resource management, ito talaga yung trust ng HR, no? Ma-match yung job doon sa employee. So, yan din yung gusto talaga natin sa HR. So, applicable talaga, no? Then workers, so assigned must work with a good attitude. Kasi nga, talaga yung motivation, pag gusto mo talaga yung ginagawa mo, hindi mo na kailangan ng i-push pa kasi gustong-gusto mo na siya. So ito yung sinasabi rin ng Buddhism, no? Sana masunod, Okay. Ayan, what if? Tingnan pa natin. Meron na ba kayong favorite na pwede nyo talagang ma-apply? Hindi lang siguro sa business ngayon, sa sarili nyong buhay ngayon, di ba? Marami tayo talagang makukuha, di ba, no? Ayan. So, let's have this pa. Sabi sa Buddhism, managers and workers must practice the 7 duties, no? Number 1, forgiveness. Ayan. Self-control. Non-stealing. Uy, sa mga previous religious beliefs, di ba? Meron na rin yan. So, pareho sila, no? Steadiness, Truthfulness, again, na-discuss natin yan sa ibang beliefs, no? May truthfulness rin doon. Wisdom, tapos ang maganda dito yung learning, no? Sa ngayon, ang uso kasi ngayon, learning organization. Hindi kumbaga nag-i-stop, no? Kasi ang daming changes, ang daming innovation. So, napakaganda tong mga, 7 duties from Buddhism, no? Yan, okay pa ba kayo? Naku, kung mag-quiz pala ako, no, ang daming coverage. Okay, so let's proceed. Ayan. Another. Ito pa pwede nyo itong ma-apply, no? Sabi, work hard, no excuses. So, ganun rin, no? Parang i-relate naman natin sa quality management. Do it right the first time, no? Kasi pag nag-work ka, give all your best, di ba? Then, work hard, but rest well, no? Kaya kailangan pa rin natin magpahinga, okay? Ayan, para maka-recharge, no? Para ma-motivate ulit. Yan. Kasi ito maganda to, be mindful, no? Be mindful. You will always be getting praise and blame. Totoo yan. But do not let either affect the poise of the mind. So, follow the calmness and the absence of pride. Actually, itong mga praise and halimbawa, criticism, sige, we should be thankful for them, lalo na dun sa mga criticisms, no? Kasi there are rooms for improvement. Okay? So, ayan. Ito naman yung sa Buddhism. Tingnan natin kung meron pa ba. Ayan, ang dami, di ba? Sabi sa Buddhism, follow the eightfold path, no? Doon ko nababasahin sa English, ha? Ayan. Seeing reality unfiltered and as it actually exists. So, reality, no? Next, the purifying wisdom and intention of harmlessness, no? Ang bawa tayo ngayon sa business, kahit gusto natin syempre mag-earn ng profit, dapat hindi, not at the expense of our customers, di ba? And number 3, saying the truth, practicing non-harm in your speech pattern, no? Then non-harmful action, tingnan nyo yung mga na sinasabi rin ng ating religious beliefs. For example, ng Buddhism, it's not really entirely for business only. Pwede nyo itong ma-apply talaga sa personal na buhay nyo po ngayon, di ba? Ayan. Dami ng no, Buddhism. Ito pa, number 5, commitment to a non-harming life. Okay? 6, seeking the mindful discipline to improve oneself constantly and over time. Continuous learning, lalo na sa inyo, no? Talaga naman ang buhay is a lifelong learning. So, ayan ha. Sabi rin pala yun sa Buddhism. Yan. So, number 7, yan. Awareness of reality and freedom from temptations, cravings, and distractions. And number 8, proper concentration and meditation, no? Ayan. So, ang dami nating matututunan talaga sa Buddhism. Okay lang kayo? Ayan. Di bali po, alam niyo, recorded po itong video na to, so pwede niyo itong maging reference, no? Para sa inyong, beliefs na applied to business. Okay, so let's proceed. Tingnan ko lang po. Ayan. Okay. So, good afternoon po good morning sa lahat po na naka-join sa atin ngayon, ano? Ayan, so ito, medyo favorite ko, si Confucius, no? So ito na, nasa Confucianism na tayo, no? Sabi nga, golden rule, do not impose on others what you do not wish for yourself. Sabi ni Confucius yan, ano? Kaya yung tinatawag natin golden rule, okay? Ayan. So, ayan, let's proceed. Ito po from research, no, from Romar, states that Confucianism could indeed provide an applicable guideline for organizational behavior. Organizational behavior is the study of how the individuals and groups and organizations behave and the reasons behind it. So, pwede nating magamit itong beliefs from Confucianism. Okay? Number one dyan, responsibilities come together with roles, and roles in turn are defined by constituted hierarchy. Di ba? Sa organization, kung ano yung role mo, syempre malalaman na kung ano yung gaano kabigat or gaano kalawak yung iyong responsibility. Kaya tamang-tama talaga siya sa organizational behavior. Okay? Tapos, kahit kung maganda to, sabi ni Confucius, no? Management, sabi ni Confucius, management should lead by example. Diba? Leaders should not act selfishly, but the interest of their subordinates. So, una rin sinabi niya, so leadership by example, diba? You walk the talk, di ba? So, ayan. Kasi mas madali siguro nating ma-influence ang ating subordinates kung nakikita nilang pinapractice din natin yung sinasabi natin, di ba? And next, so from Confucius then, ayan, right and rights, no? May mga traditions tayong na-observe. Integrity, nabanggit na naman ni Confucius. Loyalty, ay ito maganda kay Confucius, yung filial piety, yung respect for our parents, no? Dinagdag ni Confucius yan. Siyempre, yung respect. Okay? Then for Confucius, small profit is not a loss. Actually, ang nagpa-practice ng Confucianism, syempre, no? Mas marami sa atin yung mga Chinese. Ayan. Okay. So, okay lang kayo? Makailan na tayo? Okay. Yan. What else? So, after Confucianism, we have naman Taoism, no? Ang nagustuhan ko dito, ayan. So, sinishare ko na sa inyo kung ano yung nabasa ko sa isang research. From Taoism, we have the purpose-driven leadership. So, this is more for leaders. Yan. Kayo, magiging leaders kayo, managers at owners sa mga businesses nyo in the future. So, pwedeng-pwede to sa inyo. Sabi ng Taoism, it direct leaders to hold on to basic blueprint of not only doing good, but also being good. So, basic muna, no? Dapat good rin yung mga leaders at heart, di ba? So, it is important for business leaders to maintain philosophical principles in the corporate environment at all levels of business, from daily operations to executive decisions. For example, itong mga philosophical, marami pa tayo, at itong mga religious beliefs na to, this could be also our guide in our decision making, no? So, ibig sabihin, kung may mga decisions, no? Lalo na kung maraming maapektuhan na stakeholders, let's, refer doon sa ating mga philosophical principles or kaya religious beliefs para mas mag-guide tayo kung ano talaga dapat yung maging decision natin, no? Aside from that, ayan, tingnan pa natin. Sabi niya, purpose must be authentic and cannot be viewed as another short-term business strategy. Di ba po sa business, nagsisimula tayo, mission. Ayan, mission talaga, alam. What is the reason for being ng inyong business, ng inyong organization? Doon pa lang po dapat clear na po ang isang organization. Purpose, sabi nga ng Taoism. Then, shift the dialogue from profit to purpose. Then, align your brand's core competencies with your social platform by making a clear, authentic purpose statement. Talagang ang Taoism, no? Talagang in-stress niya yung pagiging purpose-driven. And be willing to update your purpose and vision with the changing times. Yun ang maganda doon kasi halimbawa meron tayong mission or vision, no, or kaya syempre iba pang principles, guiding principles sa organization, i-revisit natin sila lagi. Kasi times are changing, people are changing. Dapat kung ano yung no, kumbaga applicable, flexible pa rin tayo. Kung ano yung kailangan, no, ng present situation. Okay? At ang maganda doon, keeping in mind the expectations of tomorrow generations as well as today's, no? So, ibig sabihin, hindi naman siya, pagka nagkaroon tayo ng written, no? Mga written, mga goals natin, objectives, missions, hindi naman siya permanente lang. We always should revisit them. Applicable pa ba yung mga yon, no? Yung pa rin ba yung trust ng business or organization natin ngayon? So, yun yung sinasabi ng tourism, no? Ayan. What else? Meron pa ba? Ayun naman. O, next. Tingnan natin. Naku, kamusta kayo dyan? Ang dami, no? Okay, Shintoism naman. So, Shintoism naman. So, usually mga Japanese ang nagpa-practice nito. For them, natural order is very important, no? Purification. So, everything has a soul, no? Superior, ang Japanese lang talaga, they collectivist sila, they work well in groups, talagang sila, group oriented rin. Then they have also the balancing debt and benefits, no? Mga Japanese napaka-respectful rin, no? Yan, what else? Face saving, meron din ganito sa sa mga Hindus, no? Then perception of work, concept of authority, talagang they really respect yung hierarchy sa Japanese. And non-verbal behavior. So, ayan po. Yan. So, okay lang kayo. Naku, ang dami nun. Try na natin kung meron tayong natandaan, di ba? Okay, let's have our quiz time. By the way, I'd like to acknowledge Chef Tutor Sheila dahil siya talaga ang gumawa ng PowerPoint na to. Ayan. So, it refers to the level of even-handedness in dispensing justice. Ano kaya yun? Okay. Is it A, accountability, B, fairness, C, transparency, or D, stewardship? Ayan, tingnan natin ha. Hirap ba yung question? Okay. So, di bali po, pwede nyo pong ma-review itong videos, no? O sige, sagutin na natin. Okay? So, fairness. Okay? Fairness. Okay, next. So, refers to the lack of hidden agendas and conditions. No? Dapat ganyan talaga yung business. Ano ba yun? Accountability, fairness, transparency, or stewardship? Ano kaya? Okay, tingnan natin. Transparency. Okay, transparency po. Diba? What else? It refers to giving each person his or her due. Parang credit, you give credit, no? The credit is due. Is it responsibility, justice, transparency, or stewardship? Ayan. Tingnan natin. Justice. Okay, justice. Okay, tingnan nga natin ng next. So, refers to an ethic that embodies the responsible planning and management of resources. Ano kaya dyan? Responsibility, justice, transparency, or stewardship? Siyempre, ako na nag-answer, no? Stewardship. Diba, dapat daw magaling tayong mga stewards, di ba? Okay. Meron pa ba? Accountability is responsibility. True or false? Yan, kaya mahirap. Accountability, syempre. True, no? Yan. Actually, yan, accountability, responsibility. Authority, accountability is always, accountability, responsibility is always downward. Accountability naman, ayan, pa up. Yan. So, wala na. Ito lang po ang ating references. Yan. Titingnan ko lang po, baka may hindi na-miss ako na Hi, Joseph Paviliana. Okay. Gigi Ramirez. Okay. Nako, parang number one ko ata. Number one fan ko si Joseph. Okay. Annabel Sepe Fuerte. Uy, ma'am, kamusta po? From Lapu-Lapu. No, Davao City. Lapu-Lapu Elementary School, Davao City. Hi, Rian Lugto. Pina. Roy from Bataan, no? Jane Calabroso. Marisa. Ayan. Thank you very much for tuning in, ha? Ayan, okay. So, samahan niyo ako mamaya ulit. Ngayon na sa Principles of Marketing. Maraming salamat po. Ayan, abangan niyo ako mamaya sa Principles of Marketing naman. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan sa Lunes mula 1:00 ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa Science. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines social media accounts. Paalam!